They've traveled across the lands to uncover a world where oceans are alive. Mountains call out. Forests share their secrets, animals thrive, and where nature is the overpowering force. They've shown determination, grit, and sheer will with 2,500 kilometers of coastline, towering mountain ranges, unforgiving deserts, 9 provinces, changing landscapes, and a wealth of flora and fauna, and the roughest kids around. South Africa is our playground, and this is Roughing It Out. Round 1 will see the fierce wildebeest compete against wild cheetahs for a cash prize of 10,000 rand, and even more importantly, for the chance to say without question that they have roughed it out. Last week, the rough kids learned all about what it takes to be a firefighter.
Don't dig so deep, you're gonna waste your energy for digging deep.
You know, it's a little bit hard for them, but they have the idea, because working together as a team.
It didn't look easy, and it wasn't easy at all, and so we were really exhausted afterwards, and even like in the middle of the challenge, we just didn't want to do it.
We tested their firefighter skills with fire hoses, tool demos, and even a grueling fitness test.
You must do it faster, faster, you must challenge each other. Stop!
Well done, guys. So that means it's a tie, meaning that both teams, the fierce wildebeest and the wild cheetahs, you guys have earned yourself 5 rough points. Well done. Wild cheetahs, fierce wildebeest, welcome to the Heron Trail. In today's challenge, we will be using the trail in order to experience the natural beauty and biodiversity which abounds this reserve.
Teams, you will need to complete 3 stages. The first one will test your physical and fitness endurance, and that will be the bicycle relay race.
The second stage will teach you about water conservation and alien plant species.
The third stage will be a hike along the Heron Trail. There are various boards along the way, so make sure you take note of each one of them because they will be very helpful. And during your hike, you will need to identify various plants, birds, and animal species.
Now remember, as much as speed is needed for this, it is important to stay in your team and work together.
Yes. Fierce wildebeest, you will be up first.
For stage 1, teams must complete a bicycle relay race with each team member completing a 200-meter stretch. The team with the fastest time wins.
Wildebeest!
First for the fierce wildebeest is Caesar, who chose to run alongside the bike. Let's hope it doesn't cost him too much.
Isifumo zethu zezazibi ngoba bendiphusha ibhayisekile yeyawa sitye uyalantuza yandiskretcha and then ke ngoku into labahlunge ngingalam then kuyafuneka ndicothile ngoba libuhlungu.
Next up is Hope.
And so I've done something like this before, but not where it's like a race against time.
Hope is doing really well on this difficult track.
I tried my best and I really tried to push through the pain. So I don't know how I did, but I tried to go as fast as I could.
Next up is Tato, who immediately bolts off at super speed.
The plan was that Sisa goes first, Hope goes second, I go third, and Rohan goes fourth. I think what stood us down was the dirt track with many bumps on the road.
Here comes Rowan to finish things off for the fierce wildebeest.
Come on, Rohan! Almost there! Woo! Yay! Almost there! Come on, get going! Yes, yes, yes! Almost there! Yes! Woo! Nice one, Rohan! Woo! With Rohan crossing the finish line, the fierce wildebeest have completed their race. Cheetahs!
First up for the wild cheetahs is Chuma, who also opted to run alongside the bike.
Njengoba mina bengakwazi ukuqhuba ibhasi andikwazi andiqhelanga ukuqhuba ezaa zingaka yani noba yi-medium noba inkulu noba yi-large andikwazi ukuqhuba kakuhle ibhayisekile. So ndiza yawa naphantsi ukuwa nayo ke mna ke ibhasi bengayikhwelanga bendiphantsi ukuwa ukuye phezu kwayo. Ons plan was dat sommer eerder gaan want sy weet nie in die gomme fietsterrein nie.
Next up is Benji, who has a lot to do. Come on, Benji. We know he can do it.
Het is baie lekker om op 'n fiets te ry en ek geniet om fiets te ry. En wat ek nie van gehou was nie is om daar's baie hobbels en daar's baie klippe en stokke. So as ek nou op 'n ongeluk oor een gery het of teen 'n gery het, 'n groot klip kon en die fiets oorgeskiet en ek kon geval het.
Look at Benji go! Like a pro. They'll have to maintain this speed if they want to win.
What I didn't enjoy about the challenge was that there was a lot of holes in the path that we had to go on and bumps.
Come. Stop, brakes a little bit, brakes.
Let me try I thought I couldn't break the bellies, but until we have to go to the finish line. Don't I turn down as well? In there was a pumpy and pattern now, go particularly a new guy packing. Got a penalty, got a little tandele as one that time come by again.
Sihle! Yay! Sihle! Yes! There goes Sihle for the wild cheetahs. With both teams complete with this race, it's on to our next challenge.
Here at Frolagate, you can find pristine indigenous vegetation. But invasive alien species are a huge threat, and they compete with the indigenous vegetation and put a lot of strain on our water resources.
All right, behind you are a number of bottles marked with either an alien species or an indigenous plant species.
Taking turns, you will need to remove the bottles labeled as alien species. Removing alien species means adding water to your 5-liter bottle.
And removing indigenous plant species means you'll need to return it and no water will be added to the bottles.
The team to first fill their 5-liter bottle with water wins.
Teams, let's get to the starting point.
For stage 2, the teams must remove all the bottles labeled with an alien plant species. Each alien bottle adds water to the team bottle. The team to fill their bottle first wins.
And they're off.
First up and into the dam is Benji and Tato.
Yes, go fill up your water quickly.
Maar dit is ons is oor die water, ons is in die dam deurgehardloop het om by die ander kant te kom. Dan moet ons bottels gekry het en elke bottel het 'n naam gehad van 'n plant.
Yes!
En ons het net 'n alien plant gekry het. En ons het volgemaak het met water om die 5-liter bottel vol te maak.
It's neck and neck as both teams sprint through the water.
You can find yourself in a bit of a pickle if you don't know what you're looking for. After this short break, we see which team picks the right plant. See you.
Before the break, the rough kids started a bicycle relay race.
What I didn't enjoy about the challenge was that there was a lot of holes in the path that we had to go on and bumps.
Join us as we continue our alien bottle challenge.
Kuma, that's a correct one.
Alright,
You can go fill up your water.
Let's go get some water.
Second one for the wild cheetahs. Got it right. And that's the honey mist to us.
Nice.
Well done, Kuma.
Alright,
Okay,
that's
thank
the first one for you guys. Now we're on to the next one, Sisa. Good job.
Awesome. Let's go quickly.
Next up is Sihle against Hope. Let's see who gets to fill their bottle first.
Alright, let's check. That's the milk boss. I'm afraid
Red
that's the
River
incorrect
Gum.
one.
That's
So you need to
correct. You
take
can
it
go
back.
fill up your water.
Slowed us down in this challenge was that I went in and then I got 2 bottles that were actually indigenous and not alien plant.
Alright, let's see. Wait, Hope. You have to show me first.
Fill up.
That's the
okay.
milk boss again. But no. That's what you have to show me.
Fill it up quickly.
Oh
Well done,
no!
wild cheetahs. You're doing
Hope
great.
is wrong again, and the wild cheetahs get to add to their bottle, while she has to try again.
Give me that. Awesome.
Hope, before
Now
she
it's your
reads,
turn, Tyra.
before she picks it up, she must read the name. But show me the name then. Show me the name. That's what is that? Tabak bomb. That's correct. Hope.
There was no team leader in this challenge. Everyone was pretty much working together and trying their best.
Next up for the wild cheetahs is Tahira.
All right, good.
The Red River Gum.
Nice,
Tyra, that's correct. Fill up your water.
Be careful not to spill, Hope, now. Be careful not to spill.
We encouraged each other to go faster and to just not worry about the other team. Like, you had to worry about them because you were racing against them, but be more focused on trying to get our water bottle filled up and not theirs.
All right, go ahead, Rohan.
Put it in here. Well done.
Now it's Rowan versus Benji.
The kisses blood. That's correct, Benjamin.
This one. That's the slow push. That's correct.
Ek het gedink ons sou wen want ons het 'n goeie begin gehad en toe Hope gegaan het, is hy die verkeerde bottel gehad. Dan het dit vir ons 'n kans gegee om weer in te haal en beter te doen dat ons kan klaarmaak.
The wild cheetahs, they are doing absolutely great. Everything correct. Fill up, Benjamin.
Good work, wild cheetahs. Both teams are really giving it their all.
Well done.
Looks like the wild cheetahs are taking the lead, with Sihle racing off.
All right, on to the next one, guys. Toto's your turn, yeah.
Into be-challenge kakhulu waziwa funa ukucrosse amanzi and la manzi webanda kakhulu.
We didn't communicate about the plants because we had no idea what type of alien plants there was. Basically, nobody in our team knew which plants would be indigenous and which ones wouldn't.
All right, let's read.
Doinkies, no, Sika, that's incorrect.
I'm afraid that's not correct. Go back, Tato. Go
It's shoulder
back.
to shoulder as Sihle and Tato hit the water.
Both the wild cheetahs and Fierce Wildebeest got this one incorrect. Come, wild cheetahs, come,
All
Sika.
right, let's see. Is it a honey mesquite? That is correct, Tato.
The tumbleweed, that's correct. Go fill up your water.
Then into engayithandanga was funa ukucrosse amanzini and la manzi webanda and inyawo zami zizafriza xa sigqibile ne-challenge.
This could be the one.
Umuntu ogqibela ukugcwalisa la 5 litre ibingusihle because kuye umuntu ebegqibela ilantuza ekubalekeni.
All right, let's quickly go back. Wait, go back. Okay, cool, put it here, Tato. Put it here, go.
Xa sifumaniseke sigqibe kuqala sizawufila happy kakhulu kuba last week singayenzi kakuhle
Bismane loser. So Gonda. This week, sit about winner.
The wild cheetahs have saved the water for our indigenous plants.
For stage 3, teams must identify various animal, plant and bird species while completing the Heron Trail. They will also need to take a plant cutting. The team to correctly identify the most species wins.
Fierce wildebeest, are you ready?
Yes!
Come, let's go, guys!
When I heard about the hiking challenge, I was excited because I like hiking. I used to do it all the time.
Look at the... You're talking about this one. Look at how thick it is. Yes.
Timembi na iplani bikuba na norohan sizobamba i-binoculars uthatho uzawuzama ukhangela eza animals ezisencwadini na ezizamanyani then uHope yena bezojonga kwiincwadi zeentaka amanature ngeentaka asincedise nathi mna norohan asijonge iintaka.
As soon as you find it, you
Whatever you
decide
find.
if it's the right,
Is this the right one? Yeah.
And then,
Guys. Which of we do first? The plant?
remember, we are time.
With a bit of arguments, others saying it's the right plan, others saying it's not the right plan. Which one is it?
Guys, look for birds along.
We must still find the animals.
Yeah, we must still find the leopard.
You need to work on your timing. So where are we headed to?
Now?
Guys, who's holding?
You keep the leopard out?
Oh, they're so scary.
Not anymore. Yeah, manyani.
Good, guys, let's get going.
I like finding animals. I'm an animal person. And it was really fun doing the challenge.
Are you guys looking around? Are you looking around? Do we all agree? You guys still need to find
3 more animals. Yes.
Wow, guys, look, it's cool.
which one is that?
Nice, which one is that?
Guys.
The fierce wildebeest are doing really great as they band together to spot all the animals. Good job, guys.
How many more left? So you need to get this one.
Worm and these two.
Awesome.
We've got 2 plants for this.
It's the hard one.
You can leave this one.
Okay.
Because remember, if you're not careful with it, we might...
Which one is that? Yes, 1 more animal to get. And
Do we have that one?
so you...
Yeah, we do.
What I learned about that challenge was probably teamwork because each person was given a job and we all had to work together, helping each other, trying to name the birds.
Well done, guys. Well done.
But nobody really actually led the challenge in general. Everyone worked together and communicated well.
Our teams are tested by nature and in nature. After the break, we see who's a natural and who's not.
Welcome back. Next up is the wild cheetahs, who will also complete the trail identification hike. With sunset approaching, the wild cheetahs find their first plant.
Once you find the plant or the animal, you take it out of the list.
The wild cheetahs are off to a good start as they've found their first plant.
Which one is that? So one with the thorns.
And just like that, they spot the sweet thorn tree.
The sweet thorn tree, yes. You can take it out. Well done, you guys. You can get moving.
And in 2 minutes, it's 2 from 2.
Remember, also while you're on the trail, look up for the birds. But once you see the bird, remember to be quiet. Because if we make a noise, then you're scaring it away.
Me and Benjamin had binoculars, but it was getting dark, so we couldn't really use the binoculars. And that we were all looking out for cars, and we were looking out for animals and for birds.
They found a card.
Oh, they found a card.
It's a caracal.
Nice.
It's a caracal. Do you have a caracal on our list?
Yes.
Yes. Well done, guys. You can tick it off.
Want something?
What is it?
Springbok, nice. Do you have Springbok on the list? Take it, you have a Springbok on the list?
We do. Yes, we do.
Tick it out. Nice one, guys.
Siyabe sinetoshi mina bendibambe ibhodi kumele nditikishe bana into esiyifumeleyo and then ngoku kuyafika kusilantuza sifumane kuyafika xa bekushota ii-plants eziyi-3 esishota sizifumene and then ngoku ilantuza sebe sifumane zonke ii-cards sebe sifumane zonke ii-animals.
Tick. Yes, nice one. Nice one. And then they caught another one. Wow.
2, 3, 4. We need one more card.
One more to go.
Wat ek meeste van gehou was is dit is baie lekker vir my om soos goed te soek en veral waar dit baie moeilik was is dit is rond weggesteek en tussen die bome en plante so ons moes ekstra ons moes meer aandag gegee het aan die wat ons moes soek.
Good job, wild cheetahs, for completing the trail, even though it was dark.
It seems like our sunset hike has turned into a night hike. Let's debrief in the morning.
We are so proud of you guys for keeping it together till this far. We've seen you guys grow throughout the past weeks, but there can only be one winner.
All right, so for the bicycle relay challenge, the wild cheetahs won.
Yes! And for the water challenge, it was the wild cheetahs.
Yes.
And lastly, the hiking challenge, the fierce wildebeest won.
Wild cheetahs, you are our overall winners for today, and you've earned yourself 10 rough points. Congratulations!
Wat ek geleer was is om nooit op te gee nie en 'n mens moet altyd jou beste gee wanneer jy iets doen want dan kan jy ook 'n positiewe kant daaruit kry.
While the team celebrates, let's hike to our scoreboards.
After a busy day and night, it was the wild cheetahs who took the win, earning themselves 10 rough points, putting them on 51 with the fierce wildebeest on 55.
The rough kids had an amazing day and have learned about the biodiversity that abounds here at Frolic Gate Nature Reserve.
Join us next week as we continue our rough adventures in South Africa, our playground.
Next week, the rough kids visit Farmer Redbeard to learn all about sustainable living and fire making.
The wild cheetahs are in a lot of trouble because their match has finished.